So what's great about Digitas is this is this agency that has an incredible heritage in content, especially as the founding partner of the digital content Newfronts, and now still the only agency partner in the Newfronts, which has been a great position for this agency to be at. What really drew me to Digitas was this marriage of media, content, creativity, data, technology. There are no agencies that have all of that under one roof. There are a lot of agencies that have a piece of it. And if you really marry the insights with the media, with the creative team, and the technology, and using that as a new platform and new platforms to tell stories in new ways, it's really just an incredible opportunity. I mean, I think what you've seen with the Newfronts is this development to this incredibly robust digital video marketplace. And even the piece that Randy Rothenberg of the IAB wrote today in Adweek about how essentially content is going to be the next great battleground, and that the most successful companies will be those that have superior content. So I think that we've really seen this elevation of content and video content, and what we're really going to see next is the elevation of what we've thought of as branded content, which I think has existed something in a sidecar to other forms of content in the industry, and more is going to be collaborations between the world's greatest brands and storytellers to tell their stories in ways that are worthy of people's time. So it really is this elevation. I think you'll see that talent, you'll see that coming together, and you'll see less of a blurring of here's what the sponsors do, here's what the content creators do, and more here's what we develop together, and that's our focus.
So Scott, you've done a lot on the content side at and you have a lot of experience. What are some takeaways, or what sort of works? And also, how is this new kind of medium priced, and what's the ROI for advertisers? Give us some ideas about those things.
Sure. I mean, these questions, every brand is asking themselves and trying to figure this out right now, and every company that we work with. And what's great about it is that we've kind of moved from content, has been for a lot of brands and a lot of companies, this kind of tacked on thing they do at the end of everything else they're doing, or this experimental thing that they're not so sure of. And more we have brands that are realizing that their number one priority is to figure out a content strategy, and really that means a strategic approach to how they're going to tell their story across what platforms to what people. There are a lot of things involved in that. It can be very complex, but it really kind of breaks down more simply, and it breaks down to kind of, what is your everyday content, what is your franchise content. It's a tentpole, hub hero hygiene strategy and approach like anything else. It's your programming against the consumer and an audience, and you're using those audience insights to put the right message in front of the right people at the right time in a way that they're going to want to consume it. But underneath that all for these companies is figuring out what it means for their structures, their budgets, how they measure return on investment, and those are all the things that we as an agency help guide them through. And I would say that right now we're in a marketplace where that question of ROI, we're seeing really strong evidence that custom created content, when paired with traditional forms of advertising, really outperforms traditional marketing. And so there's this real sense that how do you begin to make sure that you hold these dollars as accountable as every other dollar you spend and every other investment you make against your marketing objectives. And that's, to me, the fact that marketers are asking that question means that this is now basically been elevated to the big leagues of marketing.